All right. GM, everybody. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm fucking tired. All right. It's late for me. It's fucking Halloween. Hopefully, this stream gets like less than 200 views because you guys should be partying in Halloween right now. But I promised yesterday that I'll get on, give you guys a quick little update. So I'm gonna keep my word because I'm a man of my word. So. Here we are. Let's fucking do it. Quick little update though. I am going to start testing all of next week, streaming at 9 p.m. Indo-China time, which is what it is right now for me. And that will equate to 10 a.m. Eastern time. So before I wanted to stream before the stock market opened because you're supposed to get in positions before the stock market opens. But whoa, over the last 2 weeks I've been streaming or something, I've noticed that I get a lot more viewers around 10 p.m. my time, right? So like way later in the evening. And I'm sure that's because, people are just waking up, etc., right? Not everyone is a fucking Wall Street stock trader, so yeah, most people are retail, and I think it's just gonna make more sense starting 30 minutes after New York Stock Exchange opens. You still get a lot of the volume in the very beginning of the stock market. By the way, anyone who's tuned in, give me a mic check. I think the music's too loud. There you go. Should probably be better right now, right? My bad, I forgot to lower it. Anyways, Usually, when the stock market opens up, there's around like the most of the volume happens within the first 30 minutes of the stock market opening and the last 30 minutes of it opening. Oh wow, look at that. We got Caitlin on Twitter. Boo. Thanks for tuning in, Caitlin. How many people we got watching right now? Let me see. Seems like 153 people on Twitter. We got 18 on PumpFun. I don't even know how many on Twitch. Probably like fucking nobody, to be honest. And on YouTube, I don't know either. I'm just gonna stop keeping track. I think I'm gonna focus on Twitter the most. It seems to have the most traction for sure. But anyways, so as I was saying, most of the volume happens within the first 30 minutes of the stock market opening and the last 30 minutes of the stock market, or right before the stock market closes, right? And that is just because, you know, that's when Wall Street is the most active. Right now, even for crypto, right now, most of the cycle has been DAT driven. DAT stands for derivative asset. No. What the fuck does it stand for again? Derivative asset treasury? No. Digital asset treasury. Yeah. There you go. Digital asset treasury, which basically means it is the micro strategy, right? So it's basically setting up a company and all it does is just fucking buy Bitcoin or buy a crypto, right? So all of the different large major coins have set up these DATs, and essentially what it is that it's just, I guess, easy to acquire funds from Wall Street because they're, you know, crazy for these cryptocurrency coins, and they're essentially just like easy exit liquidity for a lot of these whales. Why is this fucking boom mic not staying still? I think that they're catching on though, because there's obviously been a lot less buy pressure from institutions. But I think, you know, as long as you stick within the main 4 or 5, like right now, there's a lot of buy pressure happening on Ethereum, not so much on Bitcoin. It kind of shifted over from Bitcoin to Ethereum. And that's why I'm long Ethereum over Bitcoin. But I think that after Ethereum, they're going to shift over to Solana. Then after Solana, maybe like Hyperliquid. I don't really see, like there's a DAT for AVAX, and that's why it pumped so much recently. But I don't, like, AVAX comes from, like, the founders come from Wall Street, right? So I'm sure they have connections. But once it starts dumping like it kind of already did, right? It's just been kind of downhill ever since this pump right here. If it continues going downhill like it is, then, you know, why the hell would anybody buy? Especially when AVAX is like pretty much a dead chain. It's not dead, right? It's got a lot of users, it's got a lot of utility, blah blah blah. But compared to like Solana, it would be considered dead. And Ethereum, obviously, right? So I think after Solana will be Hyperliquid, and then after Hyperliquid DAT, that's probably it. That'll probably be like the top of the cycle, to be honest, or maybe it just shifts back over to Bitcoin. I'm not sure, but anyways, let's just go ahead and fucking start analyzing this shit, huh? And a mic check, yeah, volume check. Caitlin, how's my music? How's my fucking volume and shit? Usually people are lurkers. They don't really talk and post and stuff. I don't know if the music's too loud or not. Whatever. Fuck it. Let's take a look at ETH USDT really quick. Give you guys the update. So if you guys recall, the last time that I streamed, I said, oh, we're going to do this. I mean, the purple lines is what I predicted the last time I streamed, the last time I was live, which has been way too long. I'm supposed to do this daily, but it's been like 3 days that I haven't streamed. Anyways, I predicted this, down here or something. It said that it was going to go up a little bit, come back down. Was expecting this to like consolidate. Mike, okay, awesome. Thank you, Rabadista. Was expecting this to dip back down, consolidate down at these lower levels, dip down under this support range, and then go up. The price, or not the price, the movement was correct. The trend was correct. The pivot call was correct, but both pivot calls seem to be correct so far. But obviously the levels and the movement was not as perfect, which, you know, whatever, fuck you. It's difficult to call things perfectly, but we did go up even higher than I expected, which is not a surprise, because if anyone that knows me and follows me, all my community members know that I'm always early and always basically call it way too soon. But we went up a little bit higher, and then we started coming back down, and I was actually expecting like a sharp dump downwards, but we did this like still aggressive move downwards, but way more choppy than I thought it was gonna be. And then now we pumped back up. We didn't go as low as I thought that we would go down towards like 3,500, but I guess that's to be expected, since I am bullish on Ethereum, and since we have a lot of Wall Street buying coming in over the weekend. Of course not, but I think right now we're still going to continue and follow this purple line upwards. So right now on, what is it, Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday, Friday night for United States. Friday morning. Saturday morning. Fuck, I'm retarded. What the hell am I saying? Saturday morning in the United States, and Saturday night for us. And I'm spending it with you lovelies, huh? But anyways, right now is just basically further consolidation. We don't really have a lot of Wall Street or even retail traders trading this weekend, because everyone's hungover and partying and, you know, actually enjoying their lives, not fucking getting on a live stream and 9 p.m. at night. So anyways, I think right here we're just accumulating whatever we can in terms of shorts and liquidity. So for the weekend fuckery, I'm expecting this low. What is this? This is 3,800. I'm expecting this to get swept. So this is probably going to go sideways, dip down under there, trigger those stops that are right under this this wick right here, and then push up higher, and then start moving upwards like this purple line that I drew out. So I'm gonna leave that line right there, and let's change the color on this. Let me just go like this, and then like this, and then whatever, right? And let's change this to yellow. Fuck it. All right, so let's see if that happens. Tomorrow we'll have a nice little update and see exactly if I'm right and I'm a fucking genius and like a voodoo mastermind master, or if I'm just retarded and it dumps further, and yeah, then I'm just retarded, right? So but I am super bullish that I am correct. I am currently long. Where is this fucking thing at? Too many tabs, bro. Too many tabs. Here we go. This is our orderly front end. I got this trade open. I've had it open for some time. I DCA'd it down. If you guys don't know and you want to support your boy, go head over to what.exchange. Use the referral code WolfToken, and you will start trading, and all of the commissions will go towards the Wolf Token treasury, which is this token right here. Oh no, it's gonna. There you go. There you go. Here's my little PumpFun. PumpFun has unfortunately been dead as hell lately. We haven't seen any new buyers. You know, I'm still buying with the treasury little by little, waiting until my devs are done with this bad boy, which is our hyperliquid front end. It's currently still filled with bugs. This is actually mainnet, so yes, we are live on mainnet on hyperliquid now, but we haven't started marketing yet. So this is just basically a quick little teaser for everybody out there that's actually watching right now. But yeah, we now, bam, we're on hyperliquid. We're gonna hopefully get some users from there, some exposure over there. That'll be very nice, and then we can continue to grow our ecosystem together with hyperliquid, together with orderly, together with fucking everybody, like one big gay happy family. And really looking forward to this. I think the copy of the UI is very sexy indeed. I personally think it's sexier than hyperliquid's front end. I'm just saying. This Hyperliquid. I mean, it's not bad to be honest, but like you can't even move the chart, bro. Like, how do you not have how do you not have chart customization or UI customization, bro? What the fuck is this? Like 2017? Like even we got that shit, bro. Look at that. What? Come on now. Come on now. How you? You're supposed to be genius devs. You can't even customize your fucking chart. God damn. God damn. Anyways. So yeah, so hopefully the Hyperliquid community will enjoy our ethos, enjoy our ability or their ability to farm points on our Hyperliquid front end. And yeah, so we're going to be launching this hopefully next week. And then after that, after I bring that up because after that's done, live, fully loaded, then I will finally get the bridges done for what token and basically start putting liquidity fucking everywhere, right? So we're gonna put liquidity on base, so it's gonna be paired with Ethereum. We'll put liquidity on fucking probably BNB. We'll put liquidity on Hyperliquid. We'll put liquidity on Mantle. So there's just going to be all sorts of arbitrage opportunities between the coins. And then that should finally bring some volume to this goddamn token. And with that volume, treasury funds. And with the treasury funds, trading opportunities. So that's the play. If you want to get in early, go buy a fucking bag. And then just chill, basically. Just hodl. Trust in Wolf. All right. What we got over here? How the fuck you say your name? El Kakike? What's up, brother? What's up, bro? Check the liquidity heat map for hype. Where do you check the liquidity heat map for hype? Does this have hype available? No. Yeah, where do you send me a link, bro? I'll check it out. Send me a link. I don't have like a trading view heat map subscription thing, right? Do they have them? I haven't even checked in here, to be honest. Oh wow. Oh wow. They have. This is not the type of heat map I'm used to. So let's try another one. No, it's RSI heat map. Yeah, it's not gonna be what I'm used to. Send me a link that I can check it out with, cause wait a second, maybe CoinGlass has. Liquidation heat map. Does he have? Oh, they do. Oh, wow. Oh no, that's Hyperliquid. Never mind. That's BTC. You gotta send me where I can actually see the pair, cause I don't know where to check the heat map for Hyperliquid. I don't usually trade Hyperliquid. In my opinion, Hyperliquid's not a coin that you trade. You just hold it. Like why risk getting losing your position on Hyperliquid? bro, there's so many traders on fucking Hyperliquid. Jesus. You know, people think that like the crypto community is, or the amount of traders and the crypto community in general is super big, right? They think that it's like, oh, you know, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people. It's not. It's really not. Like Hyperliquid is one of the biggest exchanges right now, and it's only got 35,000 traders long and 13,000 traders short. There's just really not that many people that trade, to be honest. It just seems like it's a lot more than it is. Let me see if I can Google it. AI, that shit. Binance, Hype USDT, liquidation, heat map, CoinGlass. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it is CoinGlass. What the fuck? Why didn't I see that? All right, let's check this out. I mean, it looks like it wants to go down and liquidate down here. That's what I would do if I was the market makers. Yeah, there's some big liquidations at the bottom. It's going down right now. It's trailing down. What I think is happening right now, by the way, is because it's not the only, like, Hyperliquid is not the only thing that's trailing down. Solana is also trailing down. So if you take a look at Sol USDT compared to Ethereum, especially, like, look at that. That's underperforming the markets. Like, let's pull up ETH USDT side by side, or overlaid, I should say, if it ever loads. Bombaclad man. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can see right. How do I? There you go. That's probably better. So you can see right around here, it deviated. So you have Solana, which is a strong token, right? Constantly trailing down while Ethereum constantly goes back up. Again, I think that Ethereum is about to have its big boom cycle. I think I'm aiming for like 6K. I think we're gonna see a lot of people say, you know, 10K meme, you know, ETH over 9,000, because when Bitcoin went over 9,000, there was a bunch of like over 9,000 Dragon Ball Z memes going out. I think we're gonna see that exact same thing. People are gonna go like super hype. We're gonna see ETH pump like crazy, but I think it's gonna get shut down around 6,000. Maybe it'll be super funny and we go to 6.9 thousand for the meme 69, you know. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But you would think that Solana would actually be outperforming ETH because it actually just had its NASDAQ ETFs listed, surprisingly, over the weekend, or like on Friday or some shit. But it's not, and I think that that's just because, you know, the powers that be are already pushing ETH, right? So I think we're gonna do Ethereum first, then we're gonna cycle over to Solana. But right now, where is this money going into? I don't think it's pumping into ETH. What I think is that it's pumping into the old coins, like ZEC and all of these fucking retarded ass. Let's close that. Let's open up. Where's the comparison? There we go. All of these retarded ass dead coins that everyone's like super bullish on, that they shouldn't be, you know. I personally think it's just a pump in them, but the fuck is this? There we go. So let's see. Look, so you can see right here, like every coin went up around this time. Right, that was the big bounce that we just had, the recovery bounce. Every coin went up, but as you can see over here, this started pumping while Solana also continues to go down. So I think that there's just like a lot of money from Solana and some of these other coins like Hyperliquid that are being used to pump these fucking dead shit coins to liquidate people and get people to FOMO in. But this is, I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's a fucking pump and dump. It's gonna go to zero. I'm waiting until we have that crazy like 30% dumped all in one like daily candlestick. And then on the bounce of that, I'm gonna short it to fucking oblivion. I'm gonna short it back down to the nethers where it belongs, down here in like 25 cents. Right now it's at $400. So we actually hit my target of 420, and actually went even above that. It went all the way up to 450. Wow. So this may very well be the absolute top of ZEC. I'm just gonna wait for the confirmation, you know, something like that. Like once it starts trailing down, then you can just fucking short it, because it's never gonna go back up, right? You short it with like 2-3x or something. Like use it as like a piggy bank almost. You don't want to short with too much, because then you're just gonna get wicked out when they do like the dead cat bounce, right? They always wick all the high leverage shorters, and it comes back down, and then it's gonna do like this long bleed out session like this. Let me show you really quick. It's basically gonna do this. Basically, it's pumping up, right? Seen it time and time again, over and over and over and over again. And then I don't know why, but people still fall for this dumb shit. Like even somebody today was saying, like he's trying to like strategize, like how can you make profit from these pump and dumps, right? Like how can you get in early? And that's stupid. It's see, how can we front run the rotation or be part of it? I mean, I wouldn't mind getting into the last 30 to 40% of pump into them. Can't be in all before the pumps. So he thinks that he's gonna get into like, he thinks that he can get like 30% profits, or even like some sort of profit, but they don't even give you time to know about these things. You have to essentially get in around here. And if people get in too early and have a bag too early, they're not going to pump it all the way up here, right? So most of these things pump on stealth, and then they get KOLs and PR and whatever. They do the marketing for them. So when people really get in, it's usually right here or right here when they are just FOMOing, right? Because they think it's going to go up even higher. But my brothers in Christ, inshallah, who the fuck is going to buy a dead ass coin for $450 fucking dollars? Nobody, dude. Nobody. And if they do, they deserve to get dumped on. I'm sorry. It's retarded. This coin is completely dead. What's another one? There's some more that we're pumping. Let me pull it up really quick. Right here. Like Zen, another one. Dash, bro. Fucking Dash. Who the fuck trades Dash? Ay. Like, it literally just got listed because it was, like, it doesn't even show you the full chart. It just got listed for the for the pump and dump. Jesus Christ. Look at this shit. This is the daily chart. God, this is a fucking classic coin, man. Actually, this one looks better than the other ones together. This looks like the beginning of ZEC. So it looks at least better. I still wouldn't touch this. I don't touch pump and dumps. I touch real coins. I accumulate real coins like Orderly Network is very good coin to accumulate in my opinion. I'll do a quick little analysis on that, but let me just finish my tantrum, I guess. But I mean, let's do some analysis if we even can. This was accumulated from September 26th, 2025 to February. So they essentially had like majority of the year to start accumulating this shit. And it's not even just the majority of the year, right? Like they've been market making this shit since 2017, 2020, 2018, whatever the fuck, right? So like they've been market making this since here. They've been market making this since throughout all of this. So they'll essentially like accumulate a very big bag and then manipulate it upwards. Like it's not that easy to pump, or it's not that hard to pump a coin. If you got the money to spend on marketing and you've been in the game long enough, you already know which KOLs can be bought. You know how much. You know, these PR. Actually, I was just looking at PR right now. Shit, I'll show you how much it costs. Oh, it's right here. Look at that. You know, you wanna get on Business Insider, AP News, Market Watch, Bazinga, Morningstar. It only costs literally $1,000, and you get articles on all these things. You wanna get the biggest package, or the two biggest packages, I guess. You know, Cointelegraph. Cointelegraph is 5,000. CoinDesk, all this other shit, you know, 11,500. I can't believe Bitcoin is actually worth that much. Who actually reads that? And this is look, here's the price for everything, for all of these different ones, right? I was just reviewing this earlier, just in case I was thinking of doing like some PR articles for what exchange, and maybe even the stream, to be honest, to get some more viewers. Bazinga's $500, AP News $600, Hacker Noon $800, Business Insider $800. Where the fuck is Yahoo? Yahoo's literally like $100. I don't even think they have it on here. It's so low quality that they don't even have it. That's crazy. These are tier 1. Who the fuck reads this? Crypto Brief. I feel like it's mostly just bots that actually look at this stuff now, to be honest. Forbes. You want to get on Forbes? $5,000. You can call yourself whatever the fuck you want, the smartest, most big dick billionaire guy or whatever. You wanna be on Forbes? $5,000. You want an interview on Forbes? $6,000. It's not that expensive. What else? Let me see. Finance Media. What is this? Investing.com. $2,000. Damn, that's cheap. These people sell their souls to the devil. Do I know any of these? Nah, not really. I know Tech Bullion, but Tech Times 1.3, Tech Crunch 6500s, Pitch Deck Review, dedicated article or expert opinion. Yep, that's all you need though. So I can put, I could pay to play. I can have these guys make an article saying, "Oh my God, this guy is just so brilliant. Everything that he analyzes and says on his live stream is fucking 100% correct." And then people can come on here just from that stuff, start to watch me, follow me. I become a KOL. I mean, I already am, I guess, but you know what I'm saying. And then I could literally just feed you guys whatever bullshit I wanted to. I could say that ZEC is the fucking the ZEC or XRP or whatever the fuck is like the new standard, and you guys will believe it because you're retarded. So if you're reading fucking Cointelegraph and CoinDesk, you're retarded. You're a noob. You're not a crypto native. That's what I should say. You're not a crypto native. I should be more nice. One thing that I noticed as well, though, is a lot of these AI coins pumped at the same time as well. Virtuals pumped, A16Z pumped, AIXBT pumped. Not as much, though. Holy shit, XMR pumped. We have XMR on fucking what exchange? What the fuck? When did that happen? But the drug dealers must be fucking loving it right now. I think that's what they use at the moment, XMR. So yeah, we have a lot of coins pumping. Like, look, there's a lot in the green. There's still a lot in the red, of course, but I think buying the ones in the red now would be more beneficial than trying to chase gains from these greens. Like the ones that are not so aggressively pumped, I think is fine. Maybe they're like leading the way, you know what I mean? But you have to see, you know, exactly like, do they have a DAT? Is there a lot of buy pressure? Like Pump, I think, is a very strong coin to accumulate. It's been outperforming Ethereum. It's been outperforming Hyperliquid. It's been outperforming pretty much everything in terms of being like one of the top 100 coins. And that's because I think that they're still doing buybacks. They still have a lot of revenue. And if they're using that just for buybacks, then obviously it's going to outperform the markets. Virtuals, like, does anyone use virtuals anymore? I don't think so. Let's see if there's news that came out. Can this shit... Tau pumped? I don't even think we have Tau listed. Oh, we do. Shit, look at that. Yeah, but it didn't pump that much. But yeah, Tau's another AI coin. All the AI coins are pumping right now. Oh, it did pretty well actually. With the dump, it went all the way down to what? Oof, 175. Yeah, it looks nastier when you zoom in. Wow, but that recovery was very nice. It did a fucking the flash crash October 10th. It bounced and then it pumped up from this bottom, and now it's just going up from there. So that actually looks, I mean, I haven't seen the whole chart, but just that segment looks pretty nice. Let's pull it up. Elsewhere. Is this on Binance? Where was it first listed? Where was it first? Probably Mexi has a higher, longer, yeah. Yeah, Mexi's always early because it's a lot cheaper to just pay and list on Mexi. Shit, I remember when this stuff was being shilled to me at like $50. It's still 10x from those times. Holy crap. It's actually looking very good. What is it on the CMC? Oh wait, whoops. It's number 27. Holy shit. Bro, this thing's a sleeper. Why is nobody talking about it? How is it still pumping? Nobody's talking about it. They were talking about it a lot, like around this pump, and then everyone kind of just shut up. But look, it's doing very well. Let's open up the Ichimoku chart. 4 hour. Yeah, I mean on the daily, everything shows it's in a bullish trend, right? It's above the Ichimoku cloud. It's literally about to be above the support clouds. The lagging span is above. It's above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun. Like it's bullish trend. There's essentially no downtrend resistance. This could could it be seen as an inverse head and shoulders? I guess maybe on the weekly. It's a fucking ugly one, but left shoulder over here, head, and then it has like a fucking Quasimodo retarded right shoulder. But I mean, it's technically still a head and shoulders. I gotta take a look at the volume profile to see if it fits. Let me. Oh, I don't want to get rid of that because I gotta look at the M2. Anyways, it looks bullish. This looks really bullish. I would want to see if there's any sort of updates on the fundamentals, which I'm sure that there is, but I just haven't seen anybody talk about it. Oh shit. Oh, okay, never mind. I was just taking a look at the PumpFun chat to see if anyone was talking on there, because it doesn't show on my little restream. But yeah, Tau, I think Tau is a buy, guys. I think Tau is definitely a buy. I think that we'll start seeing people talk about it a lot more once it breaks this all-time high. I would need to see if there's any updates. Let's do a search. Tau. Whoops. Tau. Let's check out the actual thing first. Wait, this is it? This is the actual Twitter? It only has fucking 3,800 followers? How? What the fuck is this? Is this part of the Tau ecosystem? Oh shit. Fucking nerds, man. Why they gotta put it on GitHub? Why can't they just do regular docs like everyone else? Let's see. Can I just... No. Can I just search, like, Tau? No? Okay. Why did BitTensor retweet this? Bieri Mike says, what do you think about Bitcoin? Are we still in bullish trend? Do you see a bigger correction ahead? I think we're bullish. Hold on. I'm like literally flabbergasted by Tau right now. It has only 3,800 followers. Nobody's fucking talking about it. I gotta turn on notifications. Nobody's talking about it. It has a beautiful chart. It's definitely fucking bullish. I mean, it has outperformed pretty much every major top 100 CMC aside from like pump and dumps like fucking Zek. right? But like after the October 10th crash, it like immediately recovered. Here, I was pissed when I saw Hyperliquid dump and I missed the Hyperliquid flash crash. But now I think I'm more pissed at not having Tau. This is a really good chart, guys. I want to look into this later, but let me go ahead and give you guys a quick update on Ethereum and Bitcoin and all that stuff. So you're asking about Bitcoin in specifically, right? So I'll pull this up. I am very bullish, extremely bullish on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, on all of crypto. I think that everyone's, everyone was fucking super bullish up here when I was calling for a short and calling bearish, and then once we dumped, basically as soon as we rebounded, after we rebounded from this, I've just been bullish the entire time. And the whole reason why is because I am following the M2 Global Liquidity Index. So you don't need to draw any fucking, fancy trend lines. You don't need to do some stupid ass like Elliott wave theory or whatever the fuck. Like, just literally open up this 10-week lead. It's called M2 Global Liquidity Index 10-week lead. You can search it up on TradingView. It's free. Just search up M2 and this all of these will come up. It's the one by Calm Monkey. It says 10-week lead at the end. So you click that, you highlight it just like I did, favorite it, and you can go back to it whenever, right? But this entire cycle has just been following this 10-week lead. So not to the T. You can see right here, this is the one that this rally actually had the top on the M2. So the M2, it was a lower high, and then for crypto it was a higher high. But essentially the levels are still the same, right? So the levels over here are the same, levels over here, even this bottom dip right here was the same, and the trend is the same. That's the most important part. The trend is the same. So it's not going to follow it 100% to the T, but it tells you when the trend is moving up, when it's time to go down, etc., etc. So the M2 came up, has like this little choppy period, and then bounced up higher and higher and higher and higher. Right? So that's what I think that we're doing right now. We had a dip down. It dipped again, but it bounced. We didn't create lower lows, create a higher low. Bounced again, created a higher low again, just like this and this, and then it creates a higher high. So I think the next move up is going to sweep. See, this was a higher high, this was a higher high. I think the next move up is gonna actually go to like 122,000, because that'll be the midway point of this right here. That's when we start getting a lot more resistance from this area. Right, so all of these let me get rid of them too. All of these top longers that top blasted the chart, they're most likely gonna get scared. Once we go over here, it's gonna find some sort of resistance as they sell, get out of their bags. It'll continue going sideways, break back above that, and then we go into like this, whatever, this this price discovery phase. Now, if we follow this to the T, technically, we should be seeing Bitcoin go all the way up to around like $141,000. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think we're just going to, we're going to break new all-time highs, and then we're going to dip down. So it's going to, I'm expecting it to reverse around 128, maybe 130. And if we did that, then we would do what's called a descending broadening wedge. Or, excuse me. Descending, it is descending broadening wedge, which is this pattern right here. I'll pull it up for you. Where should we do it? Right here. So descending broadening wedge. Central charts. I've never seen this website before. What is a descending broadening wedge? A descending broadening wedge is a wedge. No, this is a descending. What am I fucking? It's the megaphone pattern, man. Megaphone. What the fuck was that? Mega and Z. What? Megaphone broadening wedge. A broadening wedge is a range where the price is holding between two trend lines that are moving apart. The pattern is also named a megaphone because of its shape. These chart patterns are similar to triangles, wedges, flags, and pennants. Excusez-moi. So let's Investopedia right here. Perfect. One of my favorite things to learn. What is the broadening formation? Broadening formation is a price chart pattern identified by technical analysts. It is characterized by increasing price volatility and diagrammed as two diverging trend lines, one rising, one falling. It usually occurs after a significant rise or fall in the action of security prices. It is identified on a chart by a series of higher pivots, of higher pivot highs and lower pivot lows. The chart below is an example of a broadening wedge. So it's basically this, right? So the way that you trade this is why didn't I show you? There you go, this one. So look, the trend is going up into the broadening wedge. It hits resistance, it comes down, hits support, sweeps the high, hits resistance again, comes down, sweeps the low, finds support again, and it comes back up and it challenges it one more time, right? Maybe like the third time, fourth time, whatever. But once it breaks that resistance, it usually pops back up, has a throwback, and then has a very significant move upwards. So if we were to follow that, then basically we would do this. Actually, let me do a ghost chart. Let's do I think here would be a perfect example. If I line that up just perfectly. Actually, right there would probably be pretty good. So yeah, something like that, right? So this is what I'm looking for. A move like this. And if we turn on the M2, does it follow it? Yes, it does. Oof, pretty nicely, actually. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that fucking sexy ass fucking chart right there. So look, so you can see that we have the push upward on the M2. Let me get rid of the M2 really quick. We have a push upward right here. Let's just say it does push upward, right? So we have a push upward up here. It finds resistance over here. Most likely it'll just break it because it's already the 1, 2, 3, 4th time we've challenged that trend line. It'll pop up above, find some resistance right here, come back up, resistance, basically challenging this, most likely doing some liquidity sweeps under before it actually pushes up for like the final move upwards. Now, if we line this up with the M2, it actually, I think it looks pretty fucking sexy, specifically because the M2 has this choppy period right here, right? That's what has me worried because right now we don't have the data to see if the chart continues, if the M2 continues going higher or if it dumps lower. We have, you know, good news by China and US with the tariffs, with the trade deal. So I think that a lot of FUD is going to go away, and we're going to get more interest rate cuts. Inflation is going to start dropping, and hopefully that'll be more aggressive. And this will start to trend upwards, and that's what will cause the next rally up towards like 150, 160. But I am expecting a choppy period after we reach these highs around like 138, like I told you. And that choppy period lines perfectly with essentially a retest of this ascending broadening wedge trend line. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty fucking bullish, right? If we can get in at the lower lows of this descending broadening wedge, and then you just hold it, you know, like this is essentially what you would call like a generational bottom, right? Just fucking stack some heavy ass longs down in this range, and then wait for this to come up. And once it like breaks up above this range, this like 140k range, what you can do is you can increase your leverage to 100x and just take all the capital out, and then go put all that capital in like a piggy bank, a stable coin farm, or I don't know, go buy a fucking house or just some whores, like whatever the fuck you want to do with it, right? It's like free liquidity. And then you still have your leverage long position just chilling down here pretty much forever. Free money. So hopefully that answers your question. I think I am bullish on Bitcoin. I don't see a bigger correction. I think this is bottom. I think you should just buy. I'm super, super, super bullish. Could you please explain ETH and could you draw that? Oh, and also Caitlin says, so there's no October, right? I think that this is October. I definitely think that this is October. Could you please explain ETH and could you draw a diagram for you? Could you draw a blueprint of ETH? Yeah, so ETH is essentially the exact same thing. I just think that ETH is even more bullish. So ETH's, let's get rid of pretty much everything. Let me see. Wow, these fucking drawings are old. 1 second. Okay, this is no longer. Maybe it is. Okay. I'm looking at the Fibonacci's really quick. 1 second. Let's do a fib from over here to down here. Essentially the same shit. So the next Fibonacci target is 6K, 5,950. We already have a pattern here that's already in place. So let's get rid of this. Let's hide them too. Let's just I don't want to get rid of the purple because that's my prediction. I'll leave that there for now. So we already have a pattern in play, and that pattern is, let's get rid of all these old shit, is this right here. Which is also a broadening wedge, but it's something different. What the fuck is this shit called? Let me see. Flat top broadening wedge. No. Oh, there you go. Right angled broadening wedge. There you go. That's what it's called. Anyways, but you can see it copies it exactly. The top is flat. The bottom is the broadening wedge, right? It's broadening, lower lows, all that fun jazz. And it's essentially the exact same thing as a megaphone. It's just drawn differently. And the target is the length of the broadening wedge from the breakout. So if we apply that to here, then the target is here to here. We clone it. Bomba clot. We clone it. Bomba clot. We clone it. There we go. And the target is all the way up here past 6,000. Okay. So this is the pattern that's already at play. This has already been in play for a long time. This is a fucking massive pattern. This is a multi-year pattern that's been drawn. And we basically broke out, and what we're experiencing right now is just the throwback. It's a healthy throwback, right? It's like a normal thing. There you go. So we broke up out of here. We came back down, and now we're testing this previous resistance turned as support. And so far, we are holding pretty nicely. I mean, it's technically under it, but I think that us being under it right now is, again, a bear trap, right? Everyone's thinking that we're going to dip down further. Everyone's scared. They think the boogeyman's out to get them. It's Halloween, whatever the fuck you weirdos are doing, right? I'm personally buying the shit out of everything. I think that the trend is bullish. I think that this is just a retracement. I think that everything lines up perfectly with the M2 global money supply. M2 global money supply, if we line up these really quick. Where is it? There we go. If we line up these levels, which is this right here. There you go. That's lined up, right? This high, this high, this high, that one, and then this load over there. All right, so now we're consolidating, going sideways, and then we have like another, a more confident push upwards. We are technically still going up right now, just more on the consolidation range. I think that we're gonna have the strong push upwards. If we can clear these previous highs, if we can get up to like 4,500, 4,600, even 44, if we can just get to 4,400, everyone's going to turn into a raging retard bull. You know, you're going to see massive engagement in the communities. You're going to see, you know, everyone saying that they called it. They knew that they were right, blah, 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 blah. But literally no one's calling to enter right now, except for me and probably like a few other people. Everyone's like, oh, you should play it safe. Even when we're on the fucking spaces, that Twitter spaces, they're always like, oh, you should play it safe. You know, just be very careful, blah, 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 blah. I'm the only one that's like, nah, don't be fucking careful. This is like generational bottom shit. You YOLO this shit. Because if you get liquidated, who cares? You're fucking broke anyways. We all just lost all of our money, right? This is where you fucking make it all back in one trade. Fucking YOLO that shit. Don't be a pussy. And if I'm right, then this shit goes all the way up to 6K. That's almost 100% increase. That's like 80% increase. If you're on a fucking 25x, bro, you know how much money that is? That's a lot of fucking money. And literally everything shows that it should go up. The M2, the patterns, the fucking China versus fucking Trump, Orange Man. Like everything is saying that we should go up. So this is the blueprint of ETH. It's fucking bullish. I wonder if I should like stop cursing so much. I curse a little bit too much, huh? Let's see. Let's do a search. ETH bullish. Bullish. No, this guy's showing two different things, doesn't she? Unless this monthly close changes drastically, which I don't expect, it confirms what I've been saying. Signs are showing the bullish trend is ending. You see, this motherfucker is saying that it is ending. He literally has the fucking pattern right here and draws a chart. Like, bro, you can't pull out the fucking monthly and draw wicks, bro. Draw the fucking candle, the hard candles, and this is just a retrace. Here's the fucking thing. Throwback, boom. I mean, I feel like it's so basic. I should go back into education. I gotta teach these fuckers TA again. See, I'm still not convinced Ethereum reclaims 4,000. See, the thing that I hate about these fucking LARP traders, these crypto Twitter traders that aren't really trading, they're just showing analysis and whatever, is like okay, confirmation is good, right? Waiting for confirmation many times is very good. But the thing that I hate about them is that they always say that, and then when it hits confirmation, they're like, "Ha, I told you so." But then they didn't get in at the right, like at a good time, right? And then also it's always about like risk and reward. So if I'm correct, trading is always about R&R. If I'm correct, if you longed right here and you did, I think 15x leverage will get you 3,645. You get liquidated there, so let's just say that that's a stop, right? 15x. 15x leverage. This is the trade I'm saying we're doing. Okay, I'm calling bottom. I'm calling the Hail Mary YOLO, and we're gonna close this shit at 6,000. Oh, that's only 54.51. Shit, I thought that was more. Let's close it at 5,900. Let's just do a flat 50. Let's do 5,800. Okay, 5,800. The risk to reward ratio of my signal, my call, my analysis, my prediction, whatever the fuck, is 7.86. That is a massive R&R. Massive R&R. So to show you how good that is, right? I have essentially a 100K long. Actually, let's just make this flat 100K. Why is it not 100K? What is wrong with me? That is gonna be 6,000, but we're gonna make that 5,500. Yeah, gonna long that. That's what the fuck. Am I retarded? I know I am, but oh, I didn't have enough money for it. Really? Shit, broke ass. Okay, whatever. 99.25, whatever. Right? Look, the liquidation is 36.50. Right? Hopefully I don't get liquidated. Then I look fucking stupid. But liquidation is under these lows, right? So 36.50 down here. And look, I already have my take profit at 6,000. But if I hit my take profit, let me get rid of all this. Let me cancel all. So we're gonna add full take profit. We're gonna make the trigger price 6,000. 6,000. So if I hit 6,000, that is an 8x ROI, 824%, and I would make with how much is this margin? How much is this account? It's got with essentially like $6,300 or something like that. With like a relatively small $6,000 bet at like 15x, $6,200 bet at 15x, you know, you're making $54,300. Now this is, of course, this is you don't want to do this with money that you can't afford to lose, right? If you cannot afford to lose it, if we go underwater, you're immediately gonna start flipping out and going crazy and like panicking and close it because you can't afford to lose that money, right? This is money that I can obviously afford to lose. So yeah, so just don't fucking leverage trade with money you can afford to lose. Please don't do that. But if I'm correct that this is already 54K in profits, even if we hit 5,800, it's 49,000K in profits, and I think that risking that money is worth it, in my opinion. Seeing all these stars line up, like this is the time that I want to risk that shit. But we'll see. All right, guys, it's already 10:15. This is supposed to be a short stream. I wanted to keep it like 30 minutes, to be honest, but seems like we extended all the way to an hour. Let me check out the stats really quick. And also, if you guys were tuning in and you like the stream and all that fun stuff, make sure you turn on notifications. Make sure you retweet. Make sure you share with your friends, with your fucking grandma, with your mama, whatever. And help me get some more views. Look at that, 578 views. Not bad. I think it's better I stream later at night, like now, because usually when I stream too early, it struggles at like 100, 200. But once it starts getting later, it definitely picks up. And it's the weekend and it's Halloween. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something and got something out of this. I'm bullish. Hopefully this helps you get bullish. Hopefully we all make some money, and if we do, hopefully you buy some wolf token, huh? All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace.